This podcast is part of the Zeo to Hero podcast network.
You stay right here.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.
We heard the voices. We can hear them. We can touch them. We're gonna find out who they really are.
Well, now that's a terrible idea. I'm gonna do that one more time because I felt like I sloshed it.
He's like overly like, I want to fight everybody, but then when he loses the boar's head, he's like this really beautiful man. You're like, and like Zenitsu was like, is this even possible? Thanks for hitting our icon on your podcast platform and turning on this week's episode of Zeo to Hero. I'm Billy, and I'm joined for just a tiny bit, Jim, tonight. But we got some housekeeping, and we need to know, and we promised that we would tell you this week. But Jim, the 10-toe mystery man himself, the one that hides behind a tree, you still see his gut. Jim, we need to know right now. You say COVID got you last week, but we know for a fact that you were retaining your title hopes. Did you win and are now 33 years running as the hide and seek champ?
I can either confirm or deny this, but guess who's now the number 33 World Series winner of the hide and seek champion? This guy is.
Wow! Right. You heard it here first, people. Jim has retained his title and is now going to Peekaboo World Champions. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one.
Sir, it is. It's very secret, but it's hide and seek championships, and it's in Nuremberg. So don't worry, we're gonna go to Germany. We're gonna win this. I want to win this for us.
All right,
win this for us.
You bring that title back to America because Jane, you're gonna have to put a bald eagle screeching here somewhere.
No,
but
I'm keeping it in America. Like, I've won it so many years in a row. It's coming back to us. Doing this bullshit. We're doing it.
All right. Well,
no one's getting it but me.
Well, we've heard it here first, people. Jim has retained it, and now he's predicted that he is going to bring it back at the championships from Nuremberg, Germany. I don't know why he's going all the way out there, but tonight we actually have a guest because the first time we recorded, he pulled a ban and botched it. But I'd like to welcome back to the show from his show, Jared from If You Give a Dad a Bop podcast.
If you give a dad a bobcast?
A
bobcast, something like that. Well, yeah. So thanks, Jared, for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
I like your last episode. Not your last episode, but the last story you did of If You Give a Dad If You Give a Dad an Autobot.
Yeah.
So I really liked that story last time on your YouTube channel. And I really love how you like threw shade at Ben for like his mechanical problems.
Yeah. Well, we did that also because like he's legit lives close enough to me that he could be my mechanic, you know, because most of us live so far apart. And, I mean, he's only like 40 minutes away from me. I actually got to meet him in person a few weeks ago. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, you bought some comics off of him, right?
No, actually, I was one of the winners from his drawing. And so he hand delivered them. That's service right there.
That's A+. Dang.
And we're gonna hear here once. He did it once. Never do it.
He did it once. You'll probably never hear that again.
Probably not.
Oh, well, that's
he
fun.
Started recording and stuff for his podcast again, so I'm excited to hear his new episodes.
Yep, we have a recording with him coming up tomorrow. I want to say.
Oh,
cool.
Well, you better let him know. Yeah. Okay. Well,
this is your heads up. We're doing a recording with him tomorrow.
oh damn, that's it. Okay. Well, screw the mooch on that one. All right. But man, Jared, has this year been a fun year so far? Because I've listened to your podcast ever since. Geez, man, but this year has been really fun. Your guests have been knocking out of the park. I just have absolutely loved this, especially your last guest with him and the hand puppet, Dennis. That was the best one, you know.
I couldn't stop laughing either. Like he had me chuckling the whole time. I actually had to cut stuff out because I was like, okay, it just sounds like I'm just hysterical almost because it was just to him and the puppet.
You having an asthma attack over there?
Yeah.
Like, I'm dying.
It was really fun because then at the end of the episode, at the end, Jared usually puts like excerpts of us saying something really funny.
Right.
But at the end of the episode with him, it was Dennis. He's like, hey, look, it's Mr. Spaghetti.
That part just cracked me up. It was either that or I wanted to put in where he was like, I don't want to talk about that. It creeps me out, you know? So, because he met, there's a local wrestler called like Tuna. And he's like a voodoo witch doctor kind of guy. He's kind of creepy. So, you should go look up that video. I'll send it to you. It's actually really funny because he's actually aware that, he's being controlled by somebody, and you can see like the black silhouette behind him controlling him and stuff. And then Kuda shows up, and it really creeped him out.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I got to see this now.
If you send me the link for it,
okay.
Yeah. You should. If I don't see it, you know what? You lost brownie points.
Well, I don't want to lose brownie points, so we gotta. I'll have to remedy that for sure.
Well, did anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone get new toys this week?
Yeah, did anybody get new toys, Jared?
I did.
Jared, did you get anything new?
I got a couple. I got a Funko of Hal Jordan as a Red Lantern. Which. Yeah,
you got that guy too?
Yes. Did you really?
I got it too.
As soon as I saw that, I went to Target like that next day or so. And I was like, okay, I've got to get that. And I was looking everywhere, and it wasn't where they keep like all the Funkos over there by like the electronics. It was more closer to the toys, so I was kind of panicking because they didn't have it.
Okay, so they also had the new Star Wars Funko.
Yeah.
The 332nd Commando Troopers. The Ahsoka ones. So like the ones with the Ahsoka face paint.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They had that as well.
Ah.
And so I got that one. And I was like, man, I'm not going to find that Umbreon. And lo and behold, the first one I walked into had the damn Umbreon. I was like, well, got all three of them.
Oh, you got the...
I walked in, I'm like, all right. It was, yeah. I had the Umbreon. That's Liz's favorite.
That's
and
great.
So I was like, I had to get it for her.
Yeah,
I sent Jimmy a picture. I was like 10-inch Umbreon at $45. That's a no for me, but
no,
couldn't do that. Oh, I also got a
annoyance.
a Castiel Funko, and he has like the sparkly wings. I actually got that one off of Temu.
Oh, yeah?
And it came in. It's perfect looking. And I only paid $13 on Temu for it, and I looked it up on Amazon, and the cheapest one I could find. No, it's the real one. But it was on, for some reason, it was just much cheaper.
You don't know these things?
Huh?
Wow. Temu.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't trust Temu.
I don't trust Temu. But if Jared's getting these things, I don't, maybe Jared's working for Temu. Hold on.
Does he have a sponsorship to Temu? Does he have those five Super Bowl ads with Temu during the Super Bowl? 5 of them?
Oh, yeah, and we learned that it's not Temu, it's Temu.
5.
Temu.
I'm still calling it Temu.
That's right. Oh yeah.
It sounds.
Yeah, it's like X on Twitter. I'm never gonna call it X. It's Twitter. Just like
the
Temu.
The college show was nicknamed T-Mug. T-Mug.
It's like that girl that was called Orange, but she's like, it's not Orange, it's Orange.
What is that on?
That was off of, I think, Key and Peele a long time ago.
Is it kind of like the Aaron thing?
Old school one.
Yeah,
A round.
or like it was like who named their child A B C D E, and she's like, excuse me, but it's Absidy. Excuse me, but yeah,
right.
okay.
Well, I need to go defend my title. I heard some at the door, and I think they're coming. They're coming to find me. I'm out of here. I'm out. Bye.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
To say the least. But wow, Jared, you got a lot going on for yourself, Jared. You make me so proud. You're buying toys. You know, you got a lot. You got a lot going on. I like where it's going. You've actually started collaborating with some of the other Zero to Hero partners. And
Yep.
I love where it's going. You know, you actually just opened a new YouTube channel of like how-to
so
stuff.
I've actually
now.
got Ty on board to do that part, and he's part of the If You Give a Dad brand, I guess you could say now. And so he's going to be doing stuff like that. It's really cool. I've got another one. Isn't quite coming out just yet, but it's in the works for doing something else, and it's going to be really cool. Yeah, I it's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to spread this out. You know, when I first made my podcast, we came up with the name So Anything Could Happen, you know. And as soon as that happened, I knew that I wanted to do more than just the podcast, especially with that name, you know, because I mean, you can throw anything at the end, you know. You could say, if you give a dad a motorcycle, or, you know, if you give a dad, you know, a kitchen, you know, and you can do different things with those. And so, you know, it's something that's really cool that I can kind of just adapt into pretty much anything that I want to.
Yeah, that's right. It's a piece of clay, and you're just molding it. You're doing the whole ghost scene right now, where you got the ghost around you, and you're molding it, and it's like that real magical moment. That's what's going on. But I just feel that the ghost is probably
oh man, I don't
McDonald
get Demi Moore.
But you know,
oh.
No,
man,
you don't even get Patrick Swayze,
okay.
So it's all good. No, I feel like you're more of a Jason Statham.
That actually works good. I like that you said that.
I feel like you're more like, that.
My wife, she's like, that's her guy that she considers nummy. Is Jason Statham.
What?
Yeah,
so okay,
that's great.
That's funny. Yeah. If you what's the movie that he just came out in? The Beekeeper. The Beekeepers.
Yeah. Okay.
If you haven't seen that, it's really good. It's literally just a movie of Jason Statham kicking everyone's ass.
Oh my gosh.
Over a phone scam, and it's pretty fun. Yeah. It's really good. I like it. I'm going to burn this place down. Yeah. It's really good. I like it. And he fights a paraplegic, so it makes it even better.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got to watch this now.
I know it sounds so bad. It sounds so bad, but it's really funny because the dude puts up a fight.
Oh, that's good. Is it somebody like Joe Swanson?
Almost.
You know?
He's got like no legs, so
okay.
So and then like I guess he can't use them, but he fights them with these like peg legs and stuff. It's really good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah. So I like where this is all going, man. You got something going on.
Yeah.
I'm so proud. So proud. Me and Jim are so proud of this.
Thank you. I'm definitely staying busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's hard to hear from you unless we literally got to tag you, and then when you respond, we can't say nothing nice because we don't know how to do that. So we got to just send an insult your way.
Yeah.
And I think it works out. Because you get our humor, you know, so you don't get offended really easily.
It's just your way of letting me know that you care.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Yeah. So, but Jared, I want to thank you from ever since meeting you and actually like listening to your podcast, because I was like, well, I don't know what these people are talking about. Like, because when I first started listening and met you, it was like indie wrestlers. So I didn't know what you were talking about, like cuts, shoots, heels, faces. I didn't know any of that, so I had to start watching wrestling myself.
Right.
And it opened up a whole new thing for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember watching for a little bit as a kid, but our parents were like very strict. Like we couldn't watch The Simpsons, we couldn't watch wrestling, and
Gotcha.
so I missed the whole like Attitude Era. I did watch a little bit of Generation X, so
Yeah.
it was here and there.
Yeah.
But now that I'm back into it, I feel like I'm an adult now, and with adult money, and I pay the TV bill here, so I get to watch what I want.
That's right.
So I want to thank you that you have opened up a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
As a kid, wrestling was just wrestling, but now that I'm an adult, I can actually comprehend the storylines.
Right.
And how like the company is not, it's just building stories for us to pay attention to throughout the seasons that they predetermine.
Yep.
So
it took me a while to be what you call the term that they use is being smart to the business, because you understand that it's not technically, it's not real. The bumps are real. When they get injured, it is real. You really are getting slammed around on a mat. The storylines are predetermined, but it's still they don't use the F word. They don't say fake. And so whenever you realize that and you start seeing behind the scenes and you start knowing things behind the scenes, you're getting smartened up to the business. And just since I watched wrestling for quite a while. It's funny though, because, this is something that not a lot of people know unless they went to high school with me or elementary school with me. And I actually got picked on a lot for this, but I didn't have TV in my home growing up. My parents were very much against television, and so we didn't have television at all. So anything that I knew as a kid was from going to my friend's house or going to my grandparents' house or something like that, And so when I became an adult, I started consuming that stuff at a very high rate. And so I was very behind when it came to a lot of it. I kind of knew that it wasn't, exactly what you were seeing on TV. I was kind of getting smartened up to it, but I didn't really learn about the business until I was probably an adult.
Yeah, right. I feel that right there. Same there, because the comprehension of it was like, and then I think the hardest part for me is to remembering the names, because there's so many wrestlers.
Yeah.
And like you might see like Drew McIntyre on Monday, but then you just turn around and Friday he's on SmackDown Friday.
Yep.
So, but then that's when I kind of put it together that the WWE actually owns Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. That's all of them.
Okay, so then you can actually see them cross platform with different shows.
They used to have it for a while to where if you were on Raw, you were on Raw. You didn't go to SmackDown. They kept them completely separate for a very long time. And they even made it to the point where it would be like they would do like Survivor Series and it would be Raw versus SmackDown,
Oh.
So, yeah.
Wasn't there a long time ago that they would have like a draft, or they would do like trades and stuff?
Yeah. They every year after WrestleMania they usually do a draft.
Oh, interesting. But they don't do that now, do they?
Yeah, they still do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting, because like I haven't. This will be my first time watching WrestleMania on a PLE.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna get the Peacock and watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll try Peacock for that month, and I'll watch it. But I was gonna watch Elimination Chamber, but there was just no way I was gonna be up till like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, I mean it didn't even start till actually like 3 o'clock is when the pre-show started. The actual show itself didn't even start till 4.
Oh dear God! Yeah, there was no way. There's no way.
I made a joke with my wife that I was going to set an alarm and wake up and watch it. That did not happen.
Oh my God! I feel like if that alarm went off, your wife would have had like some sort of like dual wielding hammers and just bam, 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 bam.
Yep. And it would have been right in my face. Turn that off.
Yeah. Turn it off. Oh my God! What if like she started floating and be like, "Oh, turn it off!" Or like, "Oh God!"
Just her voice just gets deeper. Turn it off.
Yeah. Turn it off. Yeah. Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. I would probably move houses after that.
Yeah, she tends to follow me though.
Sorry, honey. Oh, damn. Hold on. This throws a wrench in there. Hold on.
I know. Yeah.
Well, what we need to clone you like how they do off a Halo show, the Halo series.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Are you
clone
watching
you.
that?
Yeah, it's actually been pretty good. I liked it. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The first season's a little rough, but the second season is very good.
Okay. I actually watched like the first 2 episodes and I forgot about it actually, so I need to go back. Right now I'm watching Strange New Worlds though.
Oh, hey, hold up! I need to watch that too. That's on my things. That's on my things to do.
It's so good. It's so good. I really
Strange New
enjoy
Worlds.
it.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into because that's Star Trek, right?
Yes.
I need to get into Star Trek because Willie writes a story that I don't know about, so I need to like start. Just like you with wrestling, I need to watch Star Trek to understand Willie's stories now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think I saw it today. You were like, "Wait, I'm confused," and like because you were listening to one of his Star Trek stories.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh man, I know what a Ferengi is," but that's why I was saying I was like, I'm really starting to think his main character's lost in space and they're shooting at something that's not there. So that's my only explanation. But now I gotta go watch it.
So have you watched
any
of Star Trek at all?
As a kid, it was like gospel in our house. So my mom loved Star Trek. So I remember vaguely watching Star Trek, but then I got back into it because Jim, you know how Jim kind of recommends shows that are actually really good?
Yes.
So I actually started watching Lower Decks.
Okay.
And I fell in love with Lower Decks and the animated series. And now I got to get back into it, and I want to start watching Strange New Worlds. I know there's a couple other series. I know, like Picard. I got to go back through and watch Picard and stuff.
So I've been recommended some of these, and when it comes to Picard, they told me to skip the first 2 seasons, go straight to season 3.
Okay,
because first 2 seasons is very hard to watch, and you're not missing a lot.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll keep that in mind then. Okay,
yeah. But
it's a tough life. It's a tough life being a nerd. You know. You got to watch this. You got to watch that.
Yeah. You
got to correlate the two. Mm-hmm. You got to find out why the peanut butter and the jelly go together.
Exactly.
I don't know why it's between bread when you could just wear it. You know.
You got to figure out where the bananas work in there too. You know, with the peanut butter.
Oh man, I tell you, that was a thing that we were kids. My dad would do that. He would sit there and he had to cut the bananas with his thumb and stuff, like you know, boop boop.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah,
we're not so different, you and I.
We aren't.
Yeah. But me and Jim used to have to go to Boy Scout camp for the summertime.
Okay.
But I don't think it was a camp because it was just me and him,
lost in the woods,
just the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Your dad comes back and picks you up. Oh man, they survived another year. Get in the truck.
Damn it! It's like, man, one of them can't be disabled. I get a bigger tax write off, or like, I get a bigger exemption or something.
Oh gosh,
that's so messed up, man. Oh
yes.
Let me guess, you didn't? Did you ever do the Boy Scouts when you were a kid?
I didn't. Not really. I was more of a. I play a lot of instruments, and I read a lot of comic books growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I know.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have TV in the home, but I had comic books, so I found ways to keep myself entertained. But no, I didn't do a lot of camps and stuff like that until I think I was about 10. The first time I went to a summer camp.
Hey, there you go. That breaks you right in, right there. 10 years old. Strange New Worlds.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, that's when you learn about your body, and then that's when you figure out that you can count to 20 because you got 10 toes and 10 fingers.
That's right. Yeah. It's
exciting world. Exciting.
I remember the first time I went to camp, and somebody brought a Chucky doll and would like leave it in random spots. in our dorm rooms.
Oh dear God, no.
Yeah,
No thanks.
exactly. So that's where my trauma starts.
Oh, so okay, now we're gonna trauma dump. All right, so okay. The funnest thing I think when we were in the Boy Scouts, was there was this thing called Explore UT, so University of Texas.
Okay.
And for one day, I think it was a Saturday, we would be on UT campus. They call it the 40 acres.
Uh-huh.
And so we would be there all day, and we'd go from building to building, and like we'd have classes, and every time we completed a class, we would earn the badge for that class and stuff. And it was an all day thing. It was so fun because we got to see what college students see as kids, and we got to like basically get accustomed to it, and it was fun. It was a fun thing, and the college students would teach the classes, and it was fun.
That is cool. That is really cool.
Yeah, it was. I think there was like a time where we actually got to go onto the field and stuff, but that was back when the stadium was real small.
Right.
So
yeah.
it was an interesting culture shock for us.
Yeah. I mean that. I think that'd be a fun experience to have for sure.
Oh yeah, the college life as a 13-year-old.
That's right. It make you feel like a man.
Male. That's what I was doing when I went to. So in the Boy Scouts, there's a separate organization called Order of the Arrow.
Okay.
And so basically, if you get nominated for this, and basically what they do is they your troop votes you into this process.
Uh-huh.
And if you get nominated and you get sent, you basically go out to this camp, and it's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. You leave Sunday evening.
Okay.
And or Sunday morning you leave, actually. But basically they send you out to this camp, and you're told that you can't bring nothing except for a sleeping bag, a tarp, and a knife.
Huh.
And they don't tell you nothing else. So when you get there, they tell you to shut up, you can't talk, it's silence, right? And then they're like, oh, by the way, you got to go sleep in the woods tonight. So you basically had to go out and basically make a tent out of a tarp, a sleeping bag, and a knife.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And the night we went, the night I went is me and my friend got nominated. So we made this really cool like tent for ourselves with tarps.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it flooded that night. It was raining
no.
hard. Yeah, it flooded. So they had to make us get into the cafeteria, and we all slept in wet clothes. It was bad. It was so bad.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we made it through, and Saturday night they actually have a local native tribe come out.
Uh-huh.
And they make this big bonfire, and they circle you around this bonfire, and the chief or the lead would go around, and it was a whole ceremony. Like they were in Indian dress, wear the headdresses, the bone stuff, everything, and they would whisper something to you.
Uh-huh.
And that was the whisper was like of good luck. Basically, it was really cool because I can't remember what it was. It was like fly straight as an arrow into the sky or something. But basically after that, you would receive your award.
Yeah.
You were a part of the Brotherhood now.
Oh, that's cool. It was almost like they were whispering a blessing to you or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And it was a chief, like a chief style person that would whisper it to you. It was
cool.
Fairly interesting.
That is cool.
It was so fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's a cool memory to have.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He whispered in my ear. He was like, "Let me get the number 2 with cheese." I was like, "Damn, I didn't know I worked at McDonald's, man."
He was giving you your first job.
Yeah, that's right. Knowing me. Oh man, but yeah, that was interesting. I love like giving insight of little stuff like that because like it's not every day you get to see stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah,
and yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been a fun, we're the same age. You're like almost like 34. You're what, 35?
I'm 35. I'll be 36 in July.
July.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting old.
Yeah. I feel that.
My
I
kids
don't.
tell
You
me
don't
all the
say that to
time.
me.
They do. They
Yeah.
make like old man jokes at me and stuff. I'm like, that's not right. And
That's
then
not right.
And then I remember I did it to my dad. So, you get what you gave. So.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I still do it to my dad.
Oh,
so.
I do too. I'll walk up to my dad and I'd be like, Dad, can you translate this? This old man said it to me, and I'll go, yeah. You know. So,
Jared, stop! Oh, that was bad.
I'm like, what did he say to me, Dad? Translate. It's old man language.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I like I'll call my dad and he'll pick up on. He's like, hello, and I was like, what you up to, you old fuddy duddy? Oh my god.
Yeah, I've got a friend who calls my dad. He calls him an old coon dog every time. Or no, I'm sorry, it's bird dog.
Oh.
He says, what's the old bird dog up to? Talking about my dad.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think my dad was the one that introduced us into like a lot of like country sayings. Instead of saying skunk, you'd call it a polecat. And
yeah. I was in the car with somebody like a week or so ago. I said, "Ooh, it smells like a polecat," and they're like, "What is that?
What is that?"
They had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, see exactly. We on the same wavelength, or we're on the same monthly cycle. I don't know what you want to call it.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're on something.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's only our dad is from Arkansas, so it only makes sense that we have the same knowledge.
That's true. Yeah,
because you're in North Arkansas, he's from South Arkansas, so I'm sure there's not a difference.
Well, I mean, the part of Arkansas that I grew up before I came up here, I was around Marion, Arkansas, which is right across the Mississippi River from Memphis, Tennessee. So it's a more southern part of Arkansas. So yeah, I probably learned all that from there.
Marion, so
Marion.
My dad is from Hamburg. Hamburg. It's not too far from Monticello.
Okay.
And,
I know where Monticello is.
Yeah, so it's not too far from there, and then it's a little bit of ways from El Dorado.
Oh, okay. So El Dorado, that's pretty deep South Arkansas. Then.
Yeah, and
yeah.
So, yeah, my dad said every time he'd come home, he'd always drive through Dallas, Fort Worth, through Mesquite, and he'd come through Fauch, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I never knew. I didn't know that until we were growing up, and our dad was like, "Yeah, they made a movie there in Fauch," and fairly interesting.
What movie did they make there?
Legend of Boggy Creek.
Okay.
It was based in there. But like in Arkansas, and same thing for like Louisiana, and I know that we're not like talking nerd stuff, but this is kind of nerdy to think about.
Yeah.
But things are not spelled as they sound in Arkansas and Louisiana. So when you drive it through Fauch, Arkansas, it's not spelled like Fauch, it's spelled Falk.
Yeah.
But the way they pronounce it is Fauch, and that's where they filmed that movie, Legend of Boggy Creek. If nobody knows what that is, it's basically a story of a Bigfoot that would attack the citizens of Fauch, Arkansas. And my dad one time said, he's like, I was driving through there and I saw one standing in the ditch. And he's like, I wasn't going to stop and say nothing, because like, good Lord.
Yeah.
and I was like, man, if my dad said that, I believe that. Cause like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad's word.
Apparently he went back and picked one up to take home as a kid too.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying the box with free kitten sign on it. Don't get what's in the box. Because like that's what happened. I mean, I got Jim. I got to worry about him all the time. Will he lose the title? Will he keep the title? Is it in his cards? Will there be someone else that's stealthier than him? I don't know. Jim's a big dude. Jim's about 6'4", and he can hide behind a stick. So I don't know.
Well, this year when he wins, can he go, I'm going to Disneyland after he wins the title?
Well, again? I don't think he likes to walk a lot, so he might be like, I'm going to, a Mexican restaurant or something,
Oh, yeah.
So
Poor Jim. He's not even here to defend himself.
well, he'll probably defend himself with editing, Jim. He'll probably insert something here, something sly.
He's gonna make us sound so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He really think I'm gonna come in here and be like all sly and stuff and be mean about him and his best friend, one of his best friends doing this podcast. He really thinks I'll be mean about it. You know what? He might be a smart fella, but he's also a fart smeller.
So I wanted to get into basically some con events. Like,
Yeah.
you're actually going to a con that I think we're gonna go to as well in Texas, and that's gonna be a fun event. Plus, it's a 1 day. It's a 1 day event, so me and Jim's got to turn the shenanigans way up for that one. And it's gonna be called PTX, which is Paris, Texas, and
Right.
you're gonna be there with Original Geek with Nick. So that's gonna be fun to meet Nick as well.
Right. So actually, I got invited to go to this for just my podcast. They invite 3 podcasts a year, is what he told me.
Oh,
And so I think it has to do with the wrestling side of things too, because the things that he was describing to me was I guess there's going to be a wrestling event that's going on there as well, because like Fuego del Sol is going to be there,
wow.
and there's a couple other ones, and I know some people who have been there before, like Sam Stackhouse has done a match at this before as well. So they asked me to come, and I told Nick about it, and he was like, well, how much are booths? So we were able to work it out to where he's going to have a booth right next to mine. So I'm going to be there with my big podcast banner that I just got made, that I'm really proud to show around. And then they are going to be setting up right next to me, and we're going to just have a good weekend. I'm going to come up on Friday, and then we'll go back home on Sunday.
Hey, that's fun. And Paris too. You're gonna get to see the mini Eiffel Tower. You know,
exactly.
You're gonna get to meet us. That's fun.
Yep. And I'm bringing the wife too, so she can see the mini Eiffel Tower.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
that's gonna be
had to sell it to her some way.
Yeah, that was the only way to get out there.
Exactly.
Oh man,
you can come too, babe.
Yeah, there's gonna be a mini Eiffel Tower. There's gonna be probably a dude dressed as King Kong climbing up it. You know, you know.
You get Billy and Jim.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't sell that yet. You know. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So that's fun. I saw that it was like 6 hours for me. I was like, I'd drive 6 hours to mess with Jared and Nick. Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's like, for me, it's 4.5, I believe, is how long it's going to take. So we'll probably leave, Friday morning, probably around maybe 9 or 10, get there, kind of mess around town and stuff. We're staying in a Airbnb, and I watched the movie Barbarian recently.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm going to be thinking about that when I'm staying there. So, have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
What's the premise?
It's about an Airbnb. So this girl shows up at it, and there's already somebody staying there.
Oh,
but that's not the weirdest part about it. And so, like, the basement is the weirdest part about it, and you find out more stuff, and it's just a weird, creepy movie. To where, we're going to be looking at everything possible before we decide that we're going to stay there. Because, it's that movie creeped us out. Nick even said, he was like, I'm coming with a shotgun. I'm locking, because there's like a cellar there.
Oh, dear God.
And so he's like, I'm locking the cellar to the house. And I was like, okay.
I feel like you're going to go in there with your fresh made leather pouch with your pepper spray in there.
That's right.
And when you walk in the door, you're going to tap your little pepper spray pouch, and you're going to say, stay strapped or get clapped. So
how'd you know that was my catchphrase?
Because I say it. It's those things that guys say that don't make any sense, but it's like law. Like when you ratchet strap something down in your truck, in your bed of your truck or something, you got to slap it and say it's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Or
I do that every time.
You have to. It's by law. It's a guy law. What's another one? When something that like a bubble pops or something like that, or a piece of ice breaks and it does it like really nice, you have to say nice. You know,
nice. Yeah.
You got to. If
when you're talking to your kids and you're like trying to leave. You're like, come on, let's get the show on the road. You know,
You got to. If not,
Yeah.
I think it's punishable 3 to 5 years in
Yeah.
penitentiary.
well, so there's a couple different options you can use though. You can say, let's get the show on the road. You can say, let's blow this popsicle stand. Let's make like a tree and leave. You know, I mean,
I haven't heard the popsicle stand one.
Yeah. So, you know, there's all
I haven't
kinds
heard
of
I usually say like, let's make a baby and head out. You
that
know?
works too. Yeah. Yeah. My kids
Or, you know,
kinda
let's
cringe at me when I say that one.
yeah. Or I'll say like, let's make like a pair of jugs and bounce.
I haven't heard that
You
one.
know. Well, you don't say jugs. There's another word, but I
Yeah.
can't say it on here.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's right.
Thanks for attending our TED Talk. You know? But yeah, okay. Do you have any other cons that you're going to go to this year? I think we were talking to you about one in Fort Worth, a collector con.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go to that one yet. I'm still working on that. You know, I have a pretty crazy schedule as it is. I do have one more that I'm probably going to go to. It's not 100% sure, but there's another one in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and it's called SpaCon. And it's in September, I believe, is when that is. And so I'll be staying out. I might be going to that one. And I've heard it's actually pretty big. So it'll be fun.
Oh. Well, I know Hot Springs is a bigger city, right?
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a tourist town too. I mean, they obviously for
that's
like
right.
the hot springs, like I remember as a kid going there with my parents and they would bring like washed out water jugs and there was like fountains all over the town to where you could just go and fill it up with water from the hot springs. And and so they would fill up like 4 or 5 jugs of that and we would take it home and put it in the fridge because it was just so crisp and clean to taste, you know, because it's spring water. So
wow.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Well, that's it. I didn't know
Don't
that.
go to the bathhouses though.
Oh, definitely no. Nah, I wouldn't. No thanks. Yeah, that'd be a hard no.
Oh,
that's cool.
I mean, there's a bunch of different ones because as you know, I am working with Original Geek now. So I've taken over as being their head of marketing and social media. So I'm going to be trying to help out as much as I can on ones that are close by. And like when we went to ArtCon, and you know, that's kind of where we kind of had that whole thing happen. Funny story with the B&B there. So this was before we watched that movie, thank God. But there was a door. Before we walked in, I said, you know, it's a bad thing whenever you go to an Airbnb and there's a locked door in the house that you can't get into. Then we walk in and there's a locked door in the house that we can't get into. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And there's like this little sliding glass window on the top of it. And you open it up and it's like the underside of a set of stairs. Like you're under the stairs themselves. So we do that. And then we go around the corner to be like, okay, there's an attic or something. Could never find where the stairs actually were at. So that was a little creepy. So we called that murder house.
I feel like murder. Yeah. I feel like the stairs would probably go to Sloth's room from the Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
You guys.
I love that movie.
Oh my God. I constantly refer to myself as Sloth.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you've watched Loki, right?
Loki?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's both seasons.
Okay. So, the guy that's, I can't remember his name right now. Obi. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Isn't he from the Goonies?
That's the little Asian boy from the Goonies. Yeah.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I think that's him, but I wasn't for sure. And I never
it's
did look it
because
up.
the voice, his voice never changed.
No, it didn't.
And if you ever watch Everywhere, what's it called?
Huh?
Everywhere All at Once. Dang it, I
Okay.
cannot remember. I can't remember the name of the movie now.
About. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, so the guy that plays Obi is in there, and he's like a kung fu master, dude. It's like so fun.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
That's it. I had to watch that
Yeah.
movie twice because that thing lost me halfway through. It ends up about a fight over some metaphorical donut or something. I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you ever watched the movie. So
I haven't. No.
okay.
I haven't
So
watched
yeah,
that one.
I don't know why it just ends up with like a metaphorical donut that something I can't explain it. You have to watch it for yourself. So
Gotcha. I just now watched the 2019 Godzilla movie.
okay, which one is that one? Is that
King
the first
of
one?
Monsters, or I think it's what it's called.
King of Monsters.
God- yeah.
Okay. When King Ghidorah shows up.
Yeah.
Okay, that
So-
one's good. I like that one. That one's
It was
good.
very good. I was gonna start Godzilla versus Kong, or maybe that's Godzilla versus King Kong. I don't know. It's the one that comes after that, the one that they did in 2021. But I haven't
Yep.
started that yet.
Yeah, that one's a good one too. I like that one as well. That one's
Okay.
good.
And those are both the Millie. What's her name? Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. Yep.
Millie Bobby Brown. That's it. Yeah, I was getting
Yeah.
Millie Vanilli and Bobby Brown mixed up. So
Get it together, Jared.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
actually, when I
yeah.
watched those and I was like, oh, that's the girl from Stranger Things. And then I watched
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I was like, that's Mike from Stranger Things. So then I was
Yeah.
like, let me watch Stranger Things. And then I got hooked on that. That was a dark path. I was crying at nighttime because it was a tragic story.
Yeah. I haven't finished that yet.
It's really good. I liked it.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. That's it.
Oh, okay. It gets a lot better in the 4th, and then they just kind of fell off, and then now they're doing the 5th season, and
Yeah.
now I'm in a limbo.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. Like, what do I do with my hands from Talladega Nights? I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Cubby is probably, very disappointed in me if he were to hear this right now.
Oh, don't say nothing. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll distract them with my awesome dance moves.
Do you have
Speaking
some? Go ahead.
Speaking of dance moves, do you think Nick will let me join the team as the comic book interpretive dancer?
You could ask him. I'll even back you up for it.
I got you, because you see my dance moves.
I got you. Yeah.
I could do this.
You gonna put
I call this
the
one.
Crocs in 4-wheel drive.
Yep. I'm going to put the sport mode, and I'm going to show you how to perfectly execute the broken sprinkler. You gotta first step is you gotta have the bad shoulder, and it's called the ow.
Oh gosh.
I got y'all. Y'all good.
Yeah.
Oh man. What else? What else have you been watching?
Let's see. So I've been watching. We talked about Strange New Worlds. I've also been watching. Oh, well, I mean, me and my wife do a lot of rewatches and stuff like that. So right now we're actually rewatching a sitcom. So that's what we've been doing at night. Did you ever watch Mike and Molly?
No, but I remember watching that on my previews, but I never watched the show though.
Okay. It's actually pretty funny. So we've been watching that. Dude, I kind of jump around when it comes to TV shows. I've been going back and forth between Blacklist and then some Demon Slayer and oh gosh, I'm trying to get caught up because I never finished Attack on Titan, so I'm trying to finish that as well. And what I'll do is I'll watch something for like a few weeks and then I'll stop and I'll start watching something else, and then eventually I'll get back around to it. So I'm always constantly watching something.
Yeah, that's literally what I do. Or like at nighttime, I'll dedicate 2 hours to myself, and I'll do one show, one episode. I'll do like probably 4 episodes, but from 4 different shows.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the same thing with you on that one. Like, yeah, I have a really big watch list, and Jim just keeps adding to it, and it just gets hectic. Yeah.
my son's trying to get me to watch Spy Family.
Oh my God, that is so adorable. I love that movie or that show. They're making a movie of that,
Yeah.
but I
Are they?
really like
Okay.
that show. Yeah.
Didn't you just recently watch Demon Slayer movie in theaters?
Yeah, it was really good. So what they did was they basically took the last hour of Swordsmith Village. They took the last hour of that, and then they added the first hour of training, the Hasha training arc, and they made it basically a 2.5 hour movie. And
cool.
I'm gonna. There's a war coming, and you're gonna see Hashiras everywhere. So,
okay,
and it's gonna be really good. And the really fun part is we get Zenitsu and Inosuke back for this.
Oh, sweet. Okay, all right.
So you're gonna have
that. One of my favorites.
You're gonna have that really awesome tag team that they got going on.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really fun. Yeah. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be good.
Like I said, Inosuke is one of my favorite characters in the show. At first, I was like, I don't know what to think about him, but now I'm like, okay, this dude is great. So.
Yeah, I love how he's like overly like I want to fight everybody, but then when he loses the boar's head, he's like this really beautiful man. You're like, and like Zenitsu was like, is this even possible? Oh, so here's a serious question. Have you got to have you got to Entertainment District? Like the end of it?
No.
Okay, so at the very end, you'll find out a little bit more about Inosuke and like why he always gets in these like weird situations and he can't die. Like, so because I don't know if you know, but his technique is beast breathing.
Yes,
and it's actually he self-taught himself this breathing form. And you'll find out later on at the end of Entertainment District why he can't die, because there's a lot of fight scenes where he's bleeding profusely and he's on the verge of death. He can never die, so he'll explain why. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's very interesting.
Can't wait to finish that one. I mean, I really enjoyed that one. It's been really good. It's been a really good watch for me. But I'm like you. I watch a few episodes and I move on to something else. I just got through with some more of the Blacklist. I really want to find a Raymond Reddington Funko, by the way. That's like at the top of my list.
I have my eyes out for. Let me see. What's it? Raymond what?
Raymond Reddington.
Reddington Funko. Oh, yeah. It's really there.
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
They're a little steep, if I remember correctly, the ones that I found.
See all buying options. Dear God. You weren't joking. They're real steep. I mean, that's not even steep. That's literally like walking over a cliff's edge.
Yeah. It's the one of him with the hat and sunglasses, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. $153. Oh my God.
I know. Oh, and what I was saying with the Castiel Funko that I got on Temu. I looked on Amazon, and the cheapest version that I can find is like $50, and I got it for $13 on Temu. And I looked at it, and it's a legit Funko too.
Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So I don't know. So the company Funko has a very unique selling platform.
Yes.
That they're not selling the Funko to you. What they're doing is they're selling the memory of that character to you.
Right. Yeah.
And it's actually very interesting because like they can literally take a character out of a scene and make that Funko. And then when you see that Funko, boom, reminds you of that scene that he's in.
Do you know what comes to mind when you say that?
What you got?
The new Invincible one that they just came out with, which is that scene, where the fight scene, and where he decides to just leave Earth, and And yeah,
That's right.
As soon as you see that, I was like, oh, that's such a great show. And it makes you want to buy it because it's a moment. Yeah, you're right. I never thought of it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, where he lays an Old Testament biblical ass whooping on his son. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. That show actually was very surprisingly better than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Really
yeah. It's really good. I wish that we didn't have to wait for the second half of the second season though.
Yeah, I texted Jim. I was like, Jim, what's wrong? Did it get canceled? I only see like 2-3 episodes here.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you dingus. It's they haven't released the second part.
Yeah.
And I wear that. I wear that badge with honor. I'm a dingus.
Nothing wrong with being a dingus.
Yeah, I'm a lovable dingus. Okay, leave me alone. But yeah, okay. Well, it looks like it's that time for you to go because you gave us a time restriction. You gave us a time restriction.
I am very sorry about that.
So glad. I'm so glad that you were able to get on this episode with us.
Yeah.
Jim still was not feeling good, and his voice was kind of gone from
I got you.
his cold session and his hide and seek championship.
Yep.
But yeah. So I want to thank you again for joining us. I really love how because me and you, we could talk forever, basically, and we can go every which way direction. And as you can see in this episode, that's what we did. So
I don't think we had any direct points that we were trying to get to in this episode. It was just a conversation.
Exactly. A natural conversation because I didn't write any notes about this. And I feel like we're on that like the carnival ride where you're in it's like a teacup and you're spinning the wheel and it's just going around in circles. I feel like that's us. Yeah.
Perfect.
But Jared, plug your show with your socials and for our listeners out there who probably are new listeners now.
Okay. Well, if you want to listen to my podcast, you can find it pretty much anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Just look up If You Give a Dad a Podcast. I'm on pretty much all social media as well. Just look it up If You Give a Dad a Podcast on socials. Or you can look up IGADAP because most of mine are that, which is the IYGADAP. Yeah, I bring out a new show every Monday. The next one that's going to come out is actually a metal singer. He has a band that's based out of Alabama, and what they do is they raise money for childhood food pantries and stuff like that. So they're a really cool group, and that's my next episode that'll be coming out. So be looking for that next Monday, and just come along for the ride.
All right, and then keep an eye out or keep an ear out because your 2 years coming up?
My 2 years are coming up. That's right. I'll be recording that next week, and it will be coming out on the 10th. It'll be coming out on Mario Day.
Hey! Wahoo!
Wahoo!
So, okay. Woohoo! So, all right. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, yeah, definitely keep an ear out for If You Give a Dad a Podcast because he has some interesting guests coming up, some voice actors and actual mainstream actors that were in big shows and movies. So
yeah, definitely.
We're going to definitely keep an ear out for that. So, but yeah, if you ever want to follow us, we are at Zio to Hero across the board. All our socials, Facebook, everything is Zio to Hero, one word. Leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a review in general, 1-star, 5-star. We want to read it out and I'll cry. So you get that. So thanks, Jim, for coming on early and retaining your titles as we promised to let everyone know. Thanks, Jared, again for hanging out with me. So bye, Jared. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Jim, suck it.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zio to Hero? Remember, heroes come and go. Idiots are forever. Jubilee!
Boy, we really are sipping on the tism today.
We have won this argument.
Dear God.
And I want to make sure you guys are fully aware that I am so proud of us. So proud of us.
This is the Zio to Hero podcast.